like, I'm not Marty. You allowed a vet to attack me with life-saving medication. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see if Dan will do it, because I've got the cat on my lap. I got a cat on my lap. Could you do me a favour?
What? Oh no.
Unfortunately, I have a kitty cat on my lap. So I don't think he's feeling too great. Just boosters and stuff like that.
He's just
But he's all like, a person checked my teeth and my tummy and then gave me a jab, so now I'm feeling very sorry for myself, so I'm gonna come sit on your nice toasty warm lap. Which is fair. I would do the same, to be honest, when I have my jabs. I do not like the needles. Anyway, happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. May need somebody to just jump in. Let me know if the game sounds okay, because obviously, as we all know, this kind of goes a little bit skew-iff when I go from this. And what it sounds like for me isn't necessarily what it is for you. So it's going to take me a moment just to read it myself. So the reading table is where the missives are. I remember that now. Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. Would that we had more time to speak to each other in person, but for every day we spend together, it feels as though we must suffer another two apart. I am gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia, or should I say Whiteheart. You told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gray, and here, so many years later, we find that she spent her life doing the exact same thing, defending others. Some things never change. Oh, that's very cute. Well, that was adorable. Okay, so that is that. That's that. That is Tomes guy. Okay, and then this bit's up here. So let me just check when it comes to the world map. I'm not missing any sidey quests. Doesn't look like it.
Think it's alright to touch him?
Oh yeah, that's the people trying to figure out.
I hear there's trouble in those areas.
What's it called? Torgal. That's it. That's his name.
That broom's as ragged as.
So Martha's alright. Yep. Others weren't so lucky.
Have a lesson.
Here for another of my lectures. What is it that you wish to learn?
State of the realm, learn about the current goings on. Okay. Let's upgrade of the most important persons in their respective relationships. An overview.
Here's the latest information I have.
Yeah. Jill, Bobby Torgal, Little Jill, Clive, Joshua, there is parents, Ambrosia to Chocobos. That's his friend who died. And then we didn't find out what happened to them, did we?
Here you are.
Okay, so that is... That's, in essence, the story so far, isn't it? That's where we're heading to.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Hi, there you are, Kubo. I've been looking.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kubo.
The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
You just lay them all.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. But with the Blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Let's have someone who found someone who understands me. Anything interesting? There are a couple. Oh, that's the one that's the one I've already. Why can I not trigger one of them? 'Cause that's the one I've done. Oh, so does that mean like they tell you where they are, Eastpool and Caernarvon? Okay, so I have a feeling that what happens is you have to either Wing, Reach, and Caernarvon. Dragon's Eye. So either it's because I can't unlock anything at the moment, or it's because
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
you just have to go
The
there.
Patron's
You have to go to
Whisper?
where they are.
Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friends' donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Yeah.
Come to claim your just desserts?
Completing side quest of defeating notorious marks will earn renown. Okay. We may have failed Martha once, but never again. Aww.
All yours.
Thank you.
Here you are.
Thanks.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Thanks.
All right, Clive. Me too. Seems like every report our allies sends us brings 100 new headaches for me to deal with. I've been doing my best to keep on top of it all, sending anything urgent straight to the Cursebreakers, just like Otto told me. The rest I add to the list, whether it's strangers begging our aid or friends acting funny. There is no end of problems that need solving. And anyone with the time and inclination to solve them will earn a nice bit of goodwill for the cause. And maybe more besides. So, how busy did you say you were?
How busy did I say I was as the leader of this?
Here you go.
Really?
Think you can help?
Well, there's nothing to help with. So, I guess... I wonder whether it's because I'm on the boat. So, in East Pool and Care Northern.
That room is ragged.
Hi, Jill. So, let's go to East Pool first. See whether that opens up the... If it doesn't, it's fine. It may be that I'm kind of locked
Finish
in
with
a
that
particular
log
bit.
so we can...
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm locked. That's fine. That's fine. I can live with that. But to be fair, they're only just like hunting specialized beasts anyways. It's not something I need to worry about too much.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
There's an opportunity.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
Yeah, we didn't. You didn't
For
think about
what?
this.
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past.
They used to do the same.
If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
Makes sense. Like he's going anywhere.
We'll face it together then.
Honestly, like he's going anywhere.
To the end.
Honestly, those two just need to get it on for my sake. Torgal's like, and me?
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely.
Probably,
Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
a lot of sounds are coming from the controller, so he's a bit like, huh? Wish I did. I've already made that noise before. He's also like chucking the dog, like, I don't see a dog. I hear a dog. But I know see a dog. I don't have dogs. I don't see a dog. There we go.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Might
Quiet,
surprise,
you!
eh?
I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
It would be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
As soon as his back turns, he's like,
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
I ain't got much, but what's mine is yours, for a price. I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
Youth. He doesn't look like a youth.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions? 100? I heard there were 1,000.
Taking your kitty cat claws into May.
You seen them, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shield. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands.
The arsehole of nowhere.
If only we were. I might have turned him in and become a Black Shield myself.
I remember the first time I mentioned about where I live,
don't think
and I was
these
like, oh, yeah, it's in the
firebrands
arsehole
the
of nowhere.
Empire is
And,
looking for
everybody
could be
found it
us, dear.
hilarious. So I'm really glad to see that there's like a northern.
But we need to find out.
There's like a northern part of this that's like, yeah, northern.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
I know that.
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing.
Kitty cat, you're gonna have to move this leg because you're digging a
I
claw
speak for
straight
the
into
people
my
of
leg.
this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
Rude.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger.
How? I've
The
literally walked
Empire
in.
is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Oh God, Eastpool.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats.
Yep. Pretty much.
In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Yeah.
Obedience bought with fear.
Right, kitty cat, can you get
You
down
all right?
because you're digging your tiny kitty cat claws into my leg?
Sorry,
Bad cat.
it's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well,
Whee!
whoever they are,
Thank you.
the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of
Trying to
beyond.
keep him in place.
But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire?
Other than Martha. I love that. Other than Martha.
A new ally
it's
would
just
certainly
Martha.
be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do?
Probably not, no. You don't have a
Perhaps
great
the
track
next
record.
village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
You don't have a great track record of being able to, like, successfully get people to your... Are you right away? Okay, at least... Right, where's Torgal? Okay, they're not going to do what they did in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Torgal is going to run alongside the Chocobos and not frickin' ride one.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Whoa, okie dokie. Let's.
You deserve a rest.
Yeah. I love that. He's literally took about his death.
Ever since the Apollo, we've seen more and more echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse.
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Where's my bird? My bird gone.
Ready, go?
This is so like light-hearted music for this. I mean, like I know the chocobos are always kind of like light-hearted anyway. Ooh. Okay.
Be safe.
Come on, off you go.
Company.
Go.
More of my mother's men.
Still. Freaking love the light-hearted music that comes on. Go on.
Straight home now.
When you get in there. Get out. I don't have time for that. I'm replacing They're clearly not that bad. They really value their life. Well, they probably do.
Over here!
Yes. Well, not worth my time to get off this chocobo. These guys are. Oh. Come on, girl. I want to see how she gets. Ah, that's sneaky.
Run like the wind.
Bullseye. That's sneaky. I don't like that. I want to see Jill get on one. Lastly. Right, the question is how? How? Or maybe was I just being silly? I get the feeling I was just being silly there. And it doesn't look like there's anywhere I can go down. Oh, there. Ah! God damn it! I'm so silly. Alright, okay. I do. Can she pick up? Whoa!
Safe.
Go. I was gonna figure. Should I? No. Oh, that's a lot of blood. Yeah, definitely not bringing it. I'm not bringing it over here. Blood, Clive. Well, no.
And still wet.
Ooh, don't touch it. Oh, Torgal's not happy. Who's upsetting my boy?
You were told to stay in your homes.
You were told to die, and yet here we are.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
Yes, because you pose
Why
about
then?
as much of a
We
threat
owe
as
you
the
our
nap I stood
thanks.
on earlier.
You have
so-
saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
Oh!
I'll show you
Lies!
the Rosaria.
Does not like the music.
This one.
Keep doing your friend. Then it gives me the ability to knocking it like the hell out of it.
Get him.
Keep bringing your friend back to I like that. Keep doing it.
Over here. Get him.
Alfred is already dead. If I saw somebody do that to one of the people that I'm fighting with, I'm going. You do you, boo. You do you. Keep that on. Oh, we left this one
Tell
alive.
me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message.
Okay.
Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps.
Of course.
They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
I changed my mind. You're still gonna die very slowly and painfully.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Well, they literally did leave him to die. I freaking love it. Love it. So, you literally just said they're about 20 yards down the road. Okay, fair enough. Open sesame. Me! I don't think I'm gonna like what I see here. Oh.
Find something, boy.
I love the fact that Torgal is instantly on protective boy. That's going to be all of the bearers. Walk on by.
Found her.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to like. Oh! Lord. Christ.
This was my mother's doing.
Does your mother need help? Psychological?
Why?
Spiritual?
Why would
emotional?
anyone?
I don't know.
All of the above, what the?
I never truly understood her. But this...
Can Jill kill her now, please?
Clive.
Like... What the hell? I mean, I get not liking them.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it.
But this? like, Jesus Christ, this is like the bit of bloody Game of Thrones.
We should go.
No, you should cut them down first.
Yes.
Cut them down.
We can't leave them here like this.
Thank you.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
The ironic thing is that they didn't actually want anything to do with these guys either. Oh god, there's some more. Oh Jesus. Are these the lucky ones that just died out in the frickin' street? My girl. Grim. Emotional support dog. Please, I need some happiness. I need some happiness, Torgal, please.
You were right, boy.
Please. Oh, dear. She knows. Thank you. Right, okay.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Yeah.
Ready, go?
Yeah. Let's go. I love to run.
That'll do, girl.
Okay, so as soon as you get to a town, it auto dismounts. Fair enough. I suppose that answers whether they were going to be baddies or not. Hi.
They're all Rosarian.
Can some
But this
of
is
you
their home.
deal with the dead bodies in the previous town, please? Because they're kind of strung up and it's a bit grim. It's not quite setting the aesthetics that you'd probably like. Where's my girl? Where's my good girl? There she is.
Fly, Ambrosia.
That's probably insulting because chocobos can't fly.
Careful.
You're just reminding Ambrosia the fact that she can't fly. She can run very fast though. Oh, this is pretty.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened.
This
The
isn't as
nobles
nice.
who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Jesus, here I am sat there like, do you know what? This place looks pretty. Like, how grim is everything that has supposedly like destroyed
That's the main
town
gate.
is now pretty?
And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Why have I got the feeling that Ambrosia has a very sassy walk? That sassy walk. Aww. Bye, girl. See you in a bit.
Let us pass!
My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
And you take out.
Let us in or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here.
Oh, get enough
Fuck off.
And you chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all!
I said, where were you, filth? Back to
Can I just say that's an unusual threat to somebody?
No chance of slipping through
Let us
unnoticed.
in, or I'll die
We'll need
on
to find
your
another way
doorstep. That is an interesting tactic. Do you know a back way in? Because we're going the opposite way.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking,
I don't want to crawl
My
through
uncle
a
once
toilet.
told me that the nobles had tunnels built
I don't want to crawl
so
through
that
a
they could
toilet.
visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble.
Please tell me it's not a toilet.
The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned.
This is going to be a toilet.
Do you think it's safe?
Okay. No. When has anything
As
been...
long as it is abandoned.
Woman, when has anything been safe? I don't like the title of this chapter, Black Light Burn.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
But I still have found who I'm looking for. Nobody's thought to try this. Nobody else in the entire world knows that there's a hidden
This is nothing
place
like I
in
remember
this
it.
abandoned place.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Alright. But this is a whole... This is
Not
like a
abandoned,
whole
then.
section of... Oh.
Oi! Visitors!
We've got visitors, my lovers! How goes it? You fancy dying
Apologies.
today?
We'll show ourselves out.
So that's a yes for dying then. Definitely a yes for dying then. Torgal's like, don't.
Or not.
Or not. I mean, to be fair to us, they did try. So everything that happens now is... Oh, that's not over.
It's over!
Very reasonable request. Oh, so I decided to use the button. You're still on you.
Enough!
Oh, bless. I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, I still have my
I've only ever seen
bits.
one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined
Wait,
him.
is that Wade?
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
That's Wade, isn't it? Okay, we didn't kill them then.
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
Ah, so this is where they've been hiding.
Founder, it really is you.
He genuinely is alive.
So wait.
I am legitimately surprised. I signed these guys' death warrant like freaking chapters ago.
We can speak inside.
Wait, where's the other one? Biggs. I don't think his name is Biggs, but I am one. These to me are Biggs and Wedge. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, fair enough. No, suddenly I'm not wrong. I was just half wrong.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
John, he's dead.
We left
Yeah.
before the
Oh, he's
Empire
dead.
could make examples of us. Though we didn't go far.
Yeah, I don't think we came as a
And we
pair. The
banded
other one's
together
dead,
to
though. Don't
form
worry
the
about it.
Guardians of the Flame soon after.
Guardians of
Alas,
the Flame, of course.
There is only so much a handful of aging shields can
Aw,
do against the
that's
might of an
cute.
empire.
I like the fact that they were doing everything that they could.
But we've seen to it that their stay has been
I'd still-
anything but
Seriously,
pleasant.
Wedge is alive. I know his name's not Wedge. He is Wedge.
Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
Yeah, that's proving more
Cullings.
difficult as things go out.
We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Jeez.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You could have done something. Just
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense.
you mean my mother? Like
Even
just
knowing
call
what
her
I
what
know
she is.
about
Call
her.
her the raging bitch.
Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but She wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
Yeah, there's a difference between hating something and
No offence,
literally
my lord,
sticking them up on a frickin'
but in
post.
case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm.
I mean, yeah.
She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown.
Oh, she's had
As
another
to
kid
why,
then.
I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
The third
So
one.
Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Bridge.
Make ready.
Right in. That we will.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps
Nothing will happen.
we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Go with him.
Yours and ours.
Thank you.
We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name.
Yeah, plus the fact it's Wade. Well,
It
Wedge.
cannot be allowed to continue.
You allow Biggs to die. You're not
we
letting
must
Wedge.
put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you.
There seems
For
to
the
be a
good
thing in
of
Final Fantasy
Rosaria.
games at the moment that that wedges seem to be living because he is Wedge.
I
He
was
is in essence
hoping
Wedge.
you'd say
Just a
that.
slightly smaller.
Very well.
If that is your wish,
This is
I
their
would be
version of
honoured
Biggs and
to
Wedge.
serve at your side.
Wedge is the bigger, slightly more cinnamon roll one
we
who
at yours.
survived. Biggs is the slightly
So, Wade,
cockier one who's dead.
Let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Did you? The other one, his name did begin with a B. I think it was, but I can't
I
remember
imagine this
whether I
endeavour
just
will
decided
require
they've
more
been
than
Biggs
just
and
our
Wedge
wits.
from the start, and therefore
let's
I
hope
don't
Sir
care what
Wade
his
has a good
actual
course
name
master.
is. It is Biggs and Wedge. Therefore, it began with a B. Or whether it genuinely did begin.
Telling me that's the Archduke's son. Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord.
Oh, don't phrase it that way, please. That makes me very uncomfortable.
As you wish, my lord.
Thank you. Oh, desert rose. Sure, I'll get that. Yes, well, we definitely know
May
that.
the blessing of the crystals
for
go
now-
with you.
Come on then, Wedge. Wade. I'm not going to call it Wade.
Tell us then, Sir
Sorry,
Wade.
he's Wedge for me now.
What is your
Tell
plan?
us, Sir Wedge.
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill, and I make for
You
Buick
have
Bridge
very quickly
and provoke
adapted
the
your
main
plan to
host at their
incorporate the two of us.
encampment. Sensing
What
an
would you have done if
opportunity
you
to
hadn't
end
turned
the
up?
Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to
the
wage
rear,
battle on the
guys.
bridge without fear
Party
of being
in the rear.
overwhelmed. While the Black Shields
Sorry,
have an
I have to-
advantage in numbers, you see,
Very
they
jealous
prefer to
of
fight in
myself
small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But you would have tried.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Oldale have been laid to rest.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Very
then.
good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
He kind of reminds me of the other friend. The one before. The one that died. Biggs.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
Yes, but
There is but
debatably
one
both
thing
Biggs
which will
and Wedge
grant
are
them
alive.
peace.
Well, we know
Putting an
that Wedge
end
is
to the
alive,
Black
but we don't know
Shields.
about Biggs
And so
officially.
we shall.
A lot of people have been speculating. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will often be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. Basically, they may chicken out. also fall out.
We'll keep them from the bridge.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Thanks.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Wait, where's Jill? Jill, get your... Okay, she's there. Wait, hang on. What if now... There's my girl.
Come on.
Oh, he gets his own! Oh, wait, hang on. I'm turning around. Sorry, dog.
Faster!
Mind me. I'll not run, because I will run into one of them and squish them.
Look at me sideways.
Chocobos.
How was the Black Shields?
Sideways, that sounds like a party inside.
Go along
it
now.
is.
We'll find another bridge.
The bastard.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
I'm swaggering in with my chocobo, swaggering in. Look at my Hey, Boo. Hey, you've been killing bears.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog,
Thank you for not including
could
killing the
guard
vagabonds.
aught against the might of the Black Shields?
Do you
Then
know
come.
who we are?
Die along with your flame!
Okay.
For us area!
For us area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Over here.
It's over.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for.
More dragons.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
So we dealt with that. Oh.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Get him! All yours, Torgal!
You a ghost snap.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place.
Hydra.
Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Fair play. He's like, I can't deal with emotions. I'm a glass case with emotions. Which is fair. That is fair.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the
At least
beginning.
his uncle's still a good guy.
Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I'll have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the Mark of the Guardians.
Another mark.
Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Thanks.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it.
I like it.
If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you.
Tyler!
Or the Lord
That was
Commander.
his name. It wasn't Biggs. It wasn't anything to begin with a B either. It was
Thank
Wavy
you, Sir
Tyler.
Wade. If there is ever anything you need,
He literally, bye. Look.
Go on now, my lord.
But a boom. The Imperial Province of Rosaria.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Nope.
Not a chance.
At least he's honest. Oh, there we go. You've got some big stompy stumps.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
He knows his uncle well.
imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
I recognise his voice.
Clive Rosfield died long ago.
But there's a part of him then that was like...
And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue!
But, Clive...
You would
sweetie,
mock me as well?
You've missed your sword.
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
I was like, hang on a minute, what
Murder,
the...
thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Oh, he's... Oh, he still remembers that from like 13 years ago. That's cute as. Oh,
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still?
Oh.
Very well. I shall open the gates of hell,
look,
that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Oh my God! Breaking my heart for a
always were
different
fond
reason.
of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
Come on, what we get?
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
Come on, accept your uncle's hospitality.
Go on, sit.
Come on, don't be mean. You've literally just sprung on to your uncle that you've actually been alive
See
for
that
the
you
past,
use
what,
the good
18
plates,
years?
Rutherford.
This poor guy has literally just spent his like 20 years of his life thinking that his
So you
entire
arrived late
half
to
of
one
the
of her
friggin',
cullings, did you?
What's it called?
Since becoming
that he's
Viceroy,
the only
Annabella
one
has
left,
been a
and then
constant
you
thorn
sprung
in
it on him
Rosaria's
that
side.
actually you're
but
alive, and then all
these
you want to do is go
atrocities
straight
are a
to
new
business.
low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
I think a monster's always sat in their bloody...
For better or
Monster's always
worse,
sat in their bloody
I've been
place.
charged with governing this town,
100%
and thus
agree.
must maintain the
That way,
illusion of
/ Sid.
obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have.
A relation.
I have a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived.
Jeez,
And besides,
Christ, Byron.
I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Right, Jill, you need to apply
Whose
an
authority?
ice pack to that burn for at least the next 10 minutes.
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
I'd say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
That, do you know what? For the first time in a very, very long time, I'm seeing Clive as that 15-year-old boy again.
Though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle.
You're too happy about this.
Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Uncle's getting a little bit too into this. That monster thing kind of really hit her, didn't it? A lot of her own demons that at the moment.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
A lot on Clive's.
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Touché.
Something on your mind?
Talk to him. Don't do the usual.
Monsters.
Okay. Just in general, or?
When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's.
I mean, you technically not. That's a really difficult one, isn't it?
I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She's been so focusing on
before I knew
fixing
it,
Clive that she's just completely ignored herself.
I no longer felt anything. Anything at all.
I think you did.
I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand?
Yes and no, but yeah.
I want to choose a different path, a better path.
You already have. Like, you've spent the last 5 years choosing a better
To
path.
live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
That makes sense.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Oh, legitimately, those two are very cute.
Thank you, Clive.
I like this one. I feel like this is a lot more of like...
I must atone for my sins.
A properly, like a
Only
proper
then,
relationship.
when it's
I mean,
done,
born out of
will
like
the monster
horror.
cease to be.
But, you know.
Just promise me that you won't die with it.
I think it would break him if she died.
Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Ah, so cute. And Torgal sat there being the best boy. Like, I'll let you have your moment. I've got your back. Don't worry. I'm here. Because he's the bestest boy. Let's go back to the hideaway. Let's go back to the hideaway. Yeah, they are legitimately really cute. Here be monsters. I may kill your boy.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Well, I have a feeling that Vivian making an educated guess is probably going to take up a massive chunk of story, and I am aware that I've only got about 20 minutes left. So, side quests.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage.
That's
I borrowed it from old
book
tomes.
for a,
Seems there's no
what's it
creature in the
called?
realm so foul it can't be cooked up
A
into
recipe
something
book, that's the
delicious.
one.
I think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly,
Oh,
one
you can
glance
tell
at
he was
these
there
recipes,
prior to
and
the
even you would
previous,
trade
by
in
the
your
way,
sword
can't
for a
you?
butcher's cleaver.
I've started
From
to realise
spit
that anyone who
roasts to
calls him
sweetmeats,
Clive
this
is
book
a
has 'em all.
survivor from the previous one.
What I wouldn't give to
Anyone
bring
that
these
calls him
recipes to
Sid
life.
is
If
from
it's my blessing you're
the
hoping
mess-
for,
the-
then by all
from the
means.
new one.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the
my
death
God,
of me.
Speaking of tunnel worms,
But you're made of
my
sterner
TikTok
stuff.
for you page
Would you help me resurrect
has
one of these
been full of
recipes?
nothing but frickin' Dune memes. Alright, go on then.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was
Okay.
once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
No, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Alright, Jim Carter's, that's a reference to, there's a pub nearby a place in Jedburgh where we visit a lot when we go on holiday. And literally every time we go in, we forget the name of the
Thank you for sticking with us.
all of the time.
Can't exactly
and we
leave
just
old
end up,
Martha in the lurch
adding
after everything she's
another
done for us.
Those of us who are
comical
still
word
here
onto it,
have to
so
look
it's
after
like
each other,
Jim
don't we?
something like
So,
Jim Carter
about the price of
Cooper's
turnips.
headrest. I think was the last time we got there. Bless you.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods.
Just say
What
like
can I do you
butcher. I mean, butcher's not
Unwanted
much
violets,
better,
if you
but
have them.
bless you.
Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up. Hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer. When there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet.
Thank you.
Memory serves.
You're very
Thank
helpful.
you.
Thank you.
You've been most helpful.
See? It alarms me sometimes, the fact that I can be very similar to Clive. I'm like, oh, that does not bell very well for me, does it?
After what the Empire did to Martha, I'd be daft to stay. Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Where's my baby girl?
Let's go.
Where's my baby girl? She's just my baby girl. She's just my baby girl. Run like the wind, Ambrosia.
Be safe. Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against. This one. Ah! Get him. So. Get him. Over here! Get him! Fool!
Goodbye, Torgal. After him out the sky. That is my boy.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
I love the part that he's like, no, this is just nasty. I'll do him the favour, but he is nasty. Shush, Bart.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
Oh, you did.
I did indeed.
It's nasty.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
I ain't eating that.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
Can it go back into obscurity?
Not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that would be the thing.
Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes.
Oh, don't say that.
It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you,
You
Sid.
need help.
Thank you.
Psychological.
Welcome.
Psychological, emotional, spiritual. I'll sign you up to the same class
steaming
as,
bowl of Chance's
Clive's
stew
mum.
sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
She won't.
I'm sure she will.
She won't. I love the fact that he doesn't have the heart to like break him. That's nasty. That is nasty. Ooh. Nasty. Okay, I think I spotted something else to do in here. Drop me into it, please.
Typical nose.
How did we never
are new billets being posted every day.
August.
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Ah, Clive,
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Normally, it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time.
The blacksmith, right?
Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff.
Can you stop?
I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what'd you say?
Bent his ear, he's lost his spark.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right.
All right.
Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
I have to say, the back of this, I know it's not their intention, but it kind of looks like the symbol for Waterstones, the book place. Slow down, right. Oh, hey!
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
He's not a monster. He's Torgal. And he'd take a liking to you too if you gave him as many nuts as Nan does.
That monster? You want to try saying something about my dog to my face? I'm gonna sit there and stare him out. He's desperately trying not to make that go. He looks mad. I'll do. Okay, so we both came at the same time anyway.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind.
Oh, stop it!
I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that?
Maybe Clive shouldn't have
Talk
started
to
off
him.
with that.
You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil, shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Try me.
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be.
Where's this going?
Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself.
I want that written on my
Something tells me this is only going to get worse.
Storm full of ale.
If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
I'm tired. A long day. It's been a long day. Hey, girl.
Karen.
Oh, Torgal's there looking the
Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He doesn't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leather worker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
We've got another missive. It's from my girl Jill. Not for the day. Lad from the yard ran off a basket of martels this morning. Oh, sweet as honey and crisp as a morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You know, Nigel does not know they've done a fine job. Was a time you'd catch none but Sid supping on these. What for their foul bite, but for him it was never about the flavour but about what they represented, our ability to make our own. Look at us now, Sid. Look at us now, Sid with the crowd. He would. Ah, it's wedge. My lord, I ask once again for your forgiveness, for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at Lazarus, but certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us expected to see at our gate. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the self-same man I followed into Stillwind those many years ago, a true bearer of Father's legacy. For only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the souls of the Guardians, and I am proud to stand alongside you once again. Oh, that's cute. Oh. The Dalmex and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they both realise what stinking power Chocobo shit they've stepped in. If I were a man to lay wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I should keep you apprised. Thanks.
Typical nobles.
Oh, I miss doing my Final Fantasy VII rolls. Chocobos. 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 It's such a horrible one with local corridors now. Okay. Okay, Norwood Masquerade. Okay. I don't get how I'm supposed to say that I'm gonna do it. How am I missing something? Like, so do I just go there now? Use the on board to locate the griffin, which I have. I clicked on it and I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, do you know what? I'm just gonna go to that area and I'm just gonna see what happens. Can I teleport to... Okay, so this one. I'm just going to teleport there, because unless there's something that I'm missing, like I've highlighted everything that I needed to highlight, but I don't. It's still saying that. Where is she? There she is.
Come on. Whoa.
Yeah. So I've gone onto the hunt board, and I can't select it. How do I hunt board? How do I do?
You don't. You just basically you look at the description.
Yeah.
So go back to it. Go to one. Find the description.
Is it, so I've got to go back to the hunt board?
Yeah. And know what the description is. If you go to where that description is, you'll find it.
Right.
So you can't. No, you can't.
You can't select it. Okay, that's fine.
It kind of works like a real life game.
Yeah.
Typical nobles.
I was gonna say, I had a feeling that
How
was
did we
the
never
thing,
hear
but-
about these guardians of the flesh?
I need to ask the griffin. This one, doesn't it?
So it tells there like where to go. So if
While
you go
passing
to,
along the trail from Lost Wing. Okay, so Lost Wing to
if you go to Cair Norwin Westgate.
Yeah.
And then look around there.
He'll be there.
Yeah, there's like a
okay. So yeah, because Lost Wing is there. Because I was like, I can't select anything.
No.
But it's not like saying it keeps telling me about. It keeps telling me to go back there.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
Wind is there.
Head towards Kit. Northern from
Ready, go? Straight home now.
Oh, no, please, no. That.
If that's what I think it is. This isn't gonna be easy. This one.
Time to get him.
Was not a griffin.
You find him. Really?
Karuna.
You're that?
Karuna. I was like, that's not what I was looking for. I was like, oh, griffin, I can see it flapping its wings, and I came up and it was like one of the Garuda horns. I was like, oh. That's
on a wall somewhere. I'm sure it jumped.
Rest well. I know I will.
Oh.
I can't see him.
Well, that's the big thing. Let's follow the path from Lost Wing and see whether we can see it there. So yeah, we need to go back.
Good day to you, Sid.
When can I go on a special errand for Master Quincy?
griffins don't exactly make for easy prey.
Oh, there we go.
Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Oh, there you are, look.
Straight
You're
home now.
genuinely an actual griffin this time. You're not... You better be a freaking griffin. If you turn out to be something bloody else, I'm not going to be happy. There we go. Hey, girl.
The work will have to wait.
Torgal, look sharp. Now then. Sorry. Woof woof.
Is something there, boy?
Oh, he's alive.
Could that be our man?
I thought he was dead.
Are you alright?
Oh, look at
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me before I could get an arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille.
Did you hear me?
I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
You're not going to elaborate on who actually sent you then?
Well, consider me flattered.
No, don't tell me
You
you
should
told
be.
a random person.
He's a master of his art.
About
And not an easy man to
you
impress.
mentally destroying
Blacksmiths
the
are proud
frickin'
folk.
blacksmith.
It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but... Well, actually, I suppose you could give him this.
Okay.
What is it?
What is it?
Treated leather.
Rude.
Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Fair enough.
Well, you did save my life.
Yeah, to be fair,
And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do.
Okay.
Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
That's fair.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
I'll just make
Will
him
do.
slightly less grumpy.
And thank you.
I can't believe I was like, oh look, there's a griffin. What's up? It's
Hopefully
Morgan
this will
Freeman
sweeten
voice.
Blackthorn's
It was
mood.
not, in fact, a griffin. Oh, I actually feel a little sorry. It was a quest. I feel bad. Right, where are we? Oh, the blacksmith. I don't like, I mean, like, I kind of get it, but I don't like the fact that they don't actually tell you whereabouts stuff is, particularly for this quest. Rude. I would have preferred it if they'd have just been like,
That monster's taken quite a liking to
And
Lady
with a bit of
Callum.
luck, Clive might even find the geezer.
Might have found the geezer.
How'd it go, Clive?
I found the
Did you
geezer.
find him, or does the hunt continue?
He's dead.
I found him.
It's not dead.
And he asked me to give you this. Along with his regards.
He's a little bit dead. He's not dead.
You're joking.
Yay! See, what did I tell you? Slightly less grumpy. That's it.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it.
I'm gonna sit
A
there
few
and tell
times
everyone
too.
who was saying,
No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Yeah? I'll take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive, you didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I
Oh
believe.
yeah, he did actually
I thought
tell us.
as
Go,
much.
thank goodness.
There ain't many leather workers in the realm
Stop
daft
me,
enough to do
'cause
their
I
own
was
hunting,
not
see?
paying
And his
attention.
name kept
I was
cropping
too
up
busy
when I was
laughing at
asking
the fact
around.
that he's just gone up to
Turns
a wounded
out
man and
he's
gone,
from
"Are you
Tabor."
okay?" Like,
And again, most leather
do
workers
I
are.
look okay?
But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
There's a leather
Then we better
working
keep this close to our chests.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself. Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
Do you wish
That was
to
the
tell
idea.
your face?
Clive's idea, anyway. He did most of the work.
It's
Do
good to have you back,
wish to
Blackthorn.
Tell your face that you're cheered up.
Just don't expect me to go turning out work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need.
Can I have one?
But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a curse breaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Is that a smile? Is that a little bit of a smile? Bless him.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there.
Absolutely.
Nah, it wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted.
Fair enough.
I've got duties to attend to.
Yeah, get back
Thanks,
to work.
Clive. You've given me my mate back.
Oh, that's quite cute. Given how this game's gone, that means this guy's gonna die like tomorrow. have to make that at some point? Oh no. How am I still getting tutorials? I've been playing this for like a month now. Okay, Drake Slayer gear. Shall we? How sexy does it look?
Back, are ya?
I would like to use the
So, would it be?
I think all of these are I've got anyway. Gelatinous mass. So I have several questions and I don't actually think I want them answering. Yeah, do you know what? I don't think I do. I feel like that is a one-way ticket to Pain Town.
And?
Sorry. Okay, I've ended up streaming a lot later than I intended to do. Because I was too busy trying to figure out where this freaking thingy was. Right, okay. I do want to yeah. So I do want to kind of finish this bit first before I start going towards any of the other what's it called? Unless there's anything there that I can do now. Yep. Here's the short answer. Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, so I basically I want this one to be sorted first because I feel like this is kind of like his primary one, and then once I've done them, then I'll kind of start branching out to say like the Phoenix, Garuda, and Ramu. But at the moment, it's still my main boy. So I think everything I've got on here is his best stuff. I think. Yeah, looks like it. Reduces flames of rebirth. I don't think I have that one done though. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to save there. And I'm going to finish up. And I'm going to sneeze. Oh dear. Right. Sorry. Tell me that you... Right, that one. There we go. Tell me you grew up in a time when saves used to corrupt without telling me that you used to that you grew up in a time where saves used to corrupt. So you have two, just in case one of them just packs in. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm excited to pick up that a little bit. Because I think we left it at the Chocobo Ranch right at the start, so I'm looking forward to seeing what shenanigans I can get up to with Cloud and the gang. So I'm going to set my thanks for watching screen on. A massive thank you to everybody for lurking, chatting, whatever it is that you've been doing today. Love and appreciate every single one of your faces. Let us go and raid Crip. Currently playing a game called Nightingale. So come join me while we go and say hi to Crip. And as I said, I will be back tomorrow playing some Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Love you lots. Bye. Thank you.